Hello, YouTube modeling community. This is Rusty Rotor. No, win a beer. With normally was Mental Monday, but I thought since I got these parts, it'd be the best time to go ahead and reveal what my Acme build will be. Pop the top on this. I may need a few of these. And we'll jump into it here. That goes handy. So, everybody pretty much knows one of the three themes is Corvettes. I think it's 100 years of Corvette, or 75 years, whatever it is. I chose MPC's 1960 Corvette. You will see at the end of this video, I have a collage of the pictures of the real car as my inspiration and my reference. There's three kits I could have probably used. This one had the most, what's the word? It had more detail to it pertaining to the real car. I think the real car may be a 61 or 62. I'm not for sure. It may even show in the collage of pictures because they were taken off Instagram, so you may see the actual year there. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've looked at the pictures. But I built this kit when I was younger, and I don't remember if it was hard to put together or what. You know, back then it was just a model. I built it and glue bombed it, paint bombed it, whatever had to be done. But now, you know, looking over this kit again, this is a really nice kit, guys. I mean, as far as, you know, you get real metal tubes with the engine. You get, you know, 3-in-1, so you can build it rally version, custom, or stock. And, you know, look on the side here, there's just a slew of like 3 engine choices, 3 sets of wheels. You get the pad printed slicks, tow bar, roll cage, 2 different tops. We will be using the, even though I don't recall any of the pictures that I saw hard top. It may have been there, can't remember. But we will paint the hard top up, just to have it sit next to it, just in case. And then we'll put the soft top up in our storage for another build down the road. I guess some key pieces of information first. I just saw something fly by here. There shouldn't be any critters in my shop. Maybe I was just seeing things. Anyway, so, I mean, you see what I'm using as my foundation. We did get the body out. On the real car, this is black. The whole body is black. I think it's tuxedo black. We're using Abyss black. It's a little bit deeper, richer looking black, in my opinion. We will be using an Italian red leather for the interior. It'll probably get a satin finish. It doesn't have that, you know, true Italian, that matte look to the seats. What I do like is the hood, or the kit gives you, I think it's two options for the hood. One's cut out for the, like on the box art, for the engine to stick through, and the other one is a stock hood. We will probably be using the stock hood to cut out, unless the other one is the right length. It just needs to be cut wider. So we have to make some determinations, of course, along the way. The suspension will be modified very little, just enough to lower it. It's not lowered a whole lot, but it is lowered a little. And you'll see, like I said, in the pictures, you know, the look I'm going for. We will be opening this part of the body up and hinging it, and opening the trunk and hinging it. The doors we will not. Since we got these 2 pieces of detail, it's open interior and the engine compartment. I think that's enough to kind of pull your eyes to it and really take a look inside and see, you know, what's been done. What style of hinge, I do not know. This panel right here is very, very thin. So I may have to do a inside-outside type hinge. This hinge be on the inside or outside of this hinge. Or use a hair bigger tubing and put both hinges in the same tube. And one be, well, it can't be longer or shorter, can it? That wouldn't make sense. Well, I could always use little pieces versus using one whole long piece. But we'll figure that out. We'll get it figured out. For an NPC body, I know a lot of people don't like NPC kits. Some of them are really good. It's just the kind of the luck of the draw, unfortunately. This one looks pretty good. It's nice and straight. It's got a little bit of flashing, nothing that would be easy to take care of. So that's good. But I just love it. You know, the quad headlight, the rear end of the car. It's one of my favorite body styles of vets. And you know, these are for deep pocket guys or gals alone, not for everyday Joes. Definitely not balling on the budget car. Anyways, I came across these pictures, I don't know, 2-3 years ago, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. I guess what made it really prevalent to me was it had the 572 in it, which was right about the time the 572 was coming out and being offered through, you know, 3D printed guys. And I was like, hey, you know, I know the engine's available. And I'm looking, and so I got the kit, and then I contacted Joel at Iceman's, because this was before I was 3D printing. I said, hey, I'm looking for the Cross Ram 572. He said, yeah, I got one. I was like, cool. I said, but I want to add the detail of the real flutes to the carbs, or the fuel injector, whatever they are. He says, I got, you know, from where I did the vertical ones, she said, you know, they're like X amount extra. I was like, yeah, I'll take them. So I got that. Then I saved my pennies again for a week or two. And I was like, well, now I got to figure out tires and wheels. Because I think there's a kit or two that had them, but they weren't exactly the same as what I needed. So what do you do when you're in doubt? You check Ryan out. C4 Model Works. I sent him all kinds of pictures of the tires and wheels. He did a little investigating himself. And this is another, I think I've mentioned it before. Ryan is an avid model builder and collector. So pretty much anything you're going to build, he's got in his stash. And it just so happened that he had this vet in his stash, and he was able to research and find the tires and wheels and get the exact same size tires, all the information about the tires by researching them, and he made a set identical, just miniature and scale. And then, of course, he sent me a picture with them sitting underneath one of his models, and I'm like, holy crap, it's perfect. I'll show you this first. I'm not going to get out because there's a lot of little pieces, but y'all are familiar with, you know, Joel's engine kits. They're very nice, crisp, and clean. And there's the little metal flutes. I may actually have to cut these down a hair. I may not. It's one of those things until you kind of start fitting everything together and judging your distance and seeing what you got. Well, you know, but that's no big deal. I got a little tool, cut those right, whatever length I need them. But it's a really nice, highly detailed engine. This one, I have to look at the engine in the roll car again, but I'm pretty sure it didn't have the coilovers or coil packs. So I think it's a distributor-driven engine. That gives you an idea of the intake. I know it's kind of glary, guys, and I apologize. We'll get to take a closer look at it soon enough. But you can kind of see there, that's where each one of those little flutes goes, 4 on each side. So if it doesn't have the coil packs, we'll probably use a Morgan's Automotive Detail distributor, pre-wired distributor. Get that installed. I'm thinking about ordering a set of aluminum pulleys for this as well. I want to look at pictures again before I do that. If they're just painted black, it's not going to be a big deal. We'll roll with what we have. Now, if they're, like a polished aluminum or something like that, then chances are we'll order a set of pulleys to give that detail to it. I do have to scratch build the fuel rail, which goes on top of the intake. You'll see it in the pictures, but it runs right down through the center on the top. That will be easy enough to scratch make. Very easy. The engine is it looks like a semi-gloss black. I don't know about any other the heads or the block or anything like that. It looks pretty much all black to me. So yeah, I mean, so now we got the engine. We're looking around. We've contacted Ryan about the wheels, and I'll get one out here. Mainly just a tire in the wheel sleeve. Now don't hold this to me, or hold me to this, guys. Ryan used to lathe also. Now, when I contacted him about one set, he said he was in the transition of getting a new lathe, a better one. So he wasn't doing any more at that time. He may have already got it, because it's been a while since I've ordered anything with aluminum sleeves. But these are true aluminum sleeves. This is one of the front tires. So he made these accordingly to what the real car has, just, in scale. And so I'll paint the wheel center like a polished aluminum, or just aluminum, and then I'll clear coat it so it's just as nice and shiny as the sleeve. Like I said, anytime you order his tires and wheels, you get a nice set of rotors and calipers. I am having decals made right now for where they say Brembo or Bear, whatever. So I have an option of colors and name choices to put on the calipers. But to give you an idea, this is one of the back tires. So you can see the depth. I was going for the offset. Oh, that's the front, or no, that is the front. You can see the offset on that wheel. It's nice. It's not real deep. Because like I said, I don't think the suspension on that Corvette has been modified real heavy. So we don't want to do it either. I mean, we're not trying to go futuristic, with the car. We're just trying to keep true to the nature of the pictures and the inspiration of it all. So now, now we got the tires and wheels. I knew that I would have to scratch make that fuel rail for the top. I knew the fittings, all the fittings on the car are purple. Don't know why, but they are. I would personally chose red to kind of carry the interior color, but it's not my car. So the other thing was it all had black braided lines, and if you know anything about the black braided, they're absolutely beautiful. These got wires inside them, so they're easy to manipulate and bend how you want them to go and all that. And several different companies make them. But every time I go to find them, they're out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. Hero Boy, out of stock, out of stock. Protec, out of stock. So it's like, oh crap, So I was talking to Mark, and I said, I got a possibility, but I got to find some black braided line. He goes, oh, I got some of those. I was like, oh, okay. He said, I have to order them, but I can get some. I was like, okay, cool, do it. And so he ordered me some, and I got 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter, and 3 millimeter. Now I got the 3 millimeter mainly because I have a large scale motorcycle and a couple larger scale cars that I'll need the bigger scale for. So we won't be using that on this build. But the 2 millimeter and the 1 millimeter we will be using, provided the radiator hoses are visible. If they're not, then we don't really have to worry about it. But definitely the fuel lines are visible, and a couple other little lines I saw. So the 1 millimeter come in handy. We will use a purple permanent marker and use the Detail Master fittings. Number one and number 2, and possibly number 3 will be all of our fitting sizes. So we'll have to anodize those, and we'll use that purple marker to do that. Again, to replicate what the pictures show us. So, there's going to be quite a bit of work, not so much in the suspension. We should be able to get it, as they say, rolling chassis fairly quickly. uh, and have that all knocked out. And, you know, the drive shaft will have to be scratch made. We got to fit that big engine down in here. So I don't know what I got. Won't have to remove nothing on here, but maybe the bottom half of the chassis or the fender wells, whatever, we may have to. I don't know yet. I've not dry fitted anything together just to get an idea of what I'm going to have to do. So that's still to come, but we are going with this theme and this idea. So that being said, this will get started as soon as I'm done with the 32, which any given time I could bring the 30 down or 32 down and get it done in a matter of a few days. And, you know, I got a little bit of time and I still have some stuff outside to do. So that's going to take preference over, you know, anything I want at this time. But I thought it'd be nice to show you guys kind of what to look forward to if you come to Acme this year and you look for anything of mine. We already know that unless something goes completely awry with that 32, the 32 will go to Acme, and then this. So it's pretty much all I'm going to bring. I might bring one more. I'm not for sure. It won't be anything more than 3. I really want to take Acme in this year and enjoy it and get to meet everybody and hang out with, you know, a lot of YouTubers and just other people that I know that'll be there. But I mean, this is pretty challenging in itself to open the trunk, open the convertible top hatch open, make them functioning, the detail inside, which is pretty much nothing but just wrapped with leather and, you know, carpeting. But still, you got to put the detail in there. If it's going to be visible, there better be something in there. Just open it up into a blank space isn't that cool. So, you know, we'll have to do a lot of building in and, you know, scratch building and all that to get all that to fit in there right and look the part. The hood is cut to go around the cross ram injection, and then it's got a little design in the front, which you'll see in the pictures from where the engine sticks to the hood. We're not paying too much caution to the wind on exactly how high the engine sits. We're going to try to saddle it down in there and see if nothing more will lower it just a little bit, but we do want it to stick through the hood, you know, enough to represent, like I said, you'll see in the pictures. All those pictures will be in a collage form at the end of this video, so make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video and be watching for those, so you'll understand, you know, where I'm coming from with it, what I'm wanting to do, and how it's going to look. I know the car sits a little low, and I don't know, and I can't remember if it's got any kind of a rake, but if it does, we're gonna mimic it and put it into this. I mean, this is a small model as it is, because compared to working on the Aqua Rod van, this is twice as small. You know, so we're gonna be very neat, very clean, very, very precise. No, we're not. This is a show car. This isn't going to be weathered in any way. We may add, you know, some black wash here and there just to make a few things stand out that normally would just kind of wash away with all the other detail. But other than that, it's going to look like it's all brand new. You know, no tires will get sanded because, you know, I'm sure they do drive it. Is it a race car? No, not particularly. No, don't get me wrong. I'd say it's a super fast car and could be raced, but it's not like set up for drag racing or anything like that. I'm sure it handles super nice. There was no information, no pictures of the suspension, so I have no clue if, you know, things were replaced and upgraded and all that. So we're just going to play caution to the wind on the ride height. We have to scratch build a drive shaft because the difference in engine size, unless I get lucky, and then in that case we'll be using the stock engine. We also are focusing on the thing this will be sitting on. It'll be sitting on a pre-lit like turntable type thing, so you'll be able to see the detail underneath, and it'll light it up really good. Hopefully the paint turns out beautiful, and we have that nice deep black mirror look paint. And then I'll have a small photo album next to it showing the pictures of the real car. Just kind of give whoever's looking at an idea of what I did in order to turn this into that. So enough about that. Touch base real quick. We had a great turnout for the... why do I do this? I do this to myself every single time. I'm literally going to have to get a notebook and write notes every single time. The Pleaser Teaser giveaway. Great turnout. Almost right at 30 people entered. There's a few in there that I'm not aware of, and I'm, for whatever reason, but they communicated very well with me via email and on the videos and some other videos. So they took enough time to show interest. So this round is okay. Again, I'm sorry to all my subscribers overseas. Hopefully one day soon we can do a giveaway and that won't be an issue. Because I feel bad for that. It's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's, it's our postal service and shipping prices. So, how do we find out about all that stuff? How do we keep up with all that? Subscribe to the channel. If you're not already, please subscribe. Hit that bell notification. You'll know when these videos come out, and you'll see anytime I'm giving a giveaway out or an update video or a build progress or whatever it may be. You'll be able to stay caught up to everything. Pre-warning. I always say this. My videos do run a little long, and here's the best explanation I can give for that. And hopefully it's enough that will keep you tuned, drawn in, and keep watching. A is I don't do, because the amount of stuff I have, I would take 10, 15 videos a week to kind of break everything up. And I just don't have that kind of time, guys. I can't even compile it into 5 videos or 4 videos. So I compile each video with quite a bit of information. Some or whatever you call it, interesting stuff. Some wow factor. Some just like we're doing right now, talking. But watch them. I get if you can't sit there and watch it the whole time. Come back and finish watching it. Thumbs up it. Comment on it. I'm building this channel the hard way. We've talked about that a million times. And the only way to do that is to get the popularity of the channel boosted by me and from you guys. Unless anybody has a better idea. Somebody that lives close to me. Love to come over and give me a hand. Make it worth your while. Get things straightened out. Get me set on the right and narrow path to success. But as far as I know, there isn't anybody. I did some trading with Mr. Ledford. Got a couple really good, cool kits. I'm super stoked. I've been wanting them for a while. The only Torino I have, well, it's the Talladega, which I think is very similar. But I have, whether I fall through with it or not, I have big plans for that. So we'll see how that goes. So I had to get another one. And I got the Ford Torino Cobra. So now I got a Cobra, the Talladega, and then I have the Starsky and Hutch car. And then you've seen the one I've already built, the one from the movie Gran Torino. And I think that was even different. But the one I got, I'm going to be using for the NYS Pro Touring or Pro Street group build. The other one will be a Pro Touring car. So I think I'm going to be using the Torino Cobra for the Pro Touring, and the other Torino will be a I think they're both 69s. One's a 69, one's a 70. I can't remember. Jimmy, you'll know. You can correct it. Put it down there in the comments. And the other one will be a Pro Street. It'll get a 429 Boss Roots blown engine in it. I have a back half to fit in it. It's got a front tubular suspension. It was like an old school NASCAR kit or dirt track car. So it's got a lot of features in it that's going to be very usable. I've taken a few pieces off of it. It's coming apart very easily. It's in great shape. It's going to work perfect for what I want to do with it. So always keep that in mind, guys, to get a pre-built kit or a starter kit for a project that is going to be big, where maybe you can get a good deal on one and you don't have to pay full price for a whole kit and know you're going to hack it all to pieces and take a chance of messing it up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys have a great week. I have, what do we have? Oh, mgsf. If the parts come in this week, I'll do a quick video. Other than that, you may not see me till Friday. There'll be another part 4 of Aqua Rod Group Build will come out this weekend. And if anything else I can think of between now and then. I won't get back into here hot and heavy until probably next week. I'll be able to start coming down here every day for a little while and get back into the groove of things. And we'll be working hard on J's. We got quite a bit done. Still, I'm working on the material to make a video out of it. I want to do it right. I'm not rushing that build. He knows that. I want it to be as close to perfect as it can be. So, yeah, go enjoy your jelly beans and get some models built, guys. And all the people that did win, I can't wait to see pictures of what you use them on. Mr. Penvos, I know you got an off-standard set of wheels, being dually wheels, but there's a lot of dually trucks out there, or trucks you can convert into a dually. Those wheels are going to look fantastic on, and I can't wait to see what you do with them. Same way for the other two gentlemen. Please send the pictures via email. I can't wait to see them. And by all means, when you're done with your build, send it to Ryan Jones. Get him. He'll put them up on his website. That's a little cool factor, seeing your build on somebody's website. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you to all my past, present, and future subscribers. You guys get a chance, hit the link to Hobby Nut Models. Go check out Mark's inventory. He's got a ton of stuff. Always new stuff coming in. Always. New, used, all different genres, all tools, paints. You need it. He's got it. Check out the other two gentlemen. Ryan Jones, his new website. Check out mgsf. You know, like I said, it's being distributed through Upscale Hobbies now. Can't go wrong. And as soon as his stuff comes in, we'll review it again, and you guys definitely go check him out and get you a little something. And this is Rusty Rotor. Yeah, I'm out. See you guys later.